Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Delilah. Juliet. Pow, pow. This is the story of a black cat and a red-headed woman solving mysteries one day at a time. Hi guys, I just got back from outside and it royally smells like cat shit, and not my cats because they don't go outside, but because the neighbor next door collects strays and skunks and possums and raccoons. They're all her babies, so she feeds them all, and it's always adventure outside my bedroom window at night. Stay hydrated, my friends. Let's look at that. It's taken me about 6 months to get halfway through. I just got back from parent pickup, which is, let's just be honest, my favorite time of the day. Said no mom ever. I literally dread this time of day. It is like playing Frogger for your life. But you're in the car and you're walking and you've got kids running up to you, hugging you, some you don't even know, and they're just like, oh, Miss Erin, and you're like, oh, somebody's crotch monkey. Awkward story, and only I would do this, I'm pretty sure. The other day I was driving to go pick my kids up from school, and there's this one intersection that's just super complicated, and there's like tons of directions that people or cars can come from all at, well, like I just don't even know how these streets were designed. And then like someone was like, oh, let's put a school with a bunch of kids right here. And so I was driving to school, I was paying attention, I looked left, I looked right, I looked in front of me, I looked behind me, I like looked at, I glanced in one direction, but all I could see was sun, and I was like, oh, it's probably clear. And then I went to drive, and there was like a guy, and he had like 1 foot in the crosswalk. And I mean, he was probably like 12 feet away from my car, like, and I was not going fast at all. Gosh dang it, people always decide they need to text me when I'm making a video. Shut up, R2D2. So anyways, this guy like steps into the street, and I'm like, oh, and I stop immediately, and I'm like, I'm sorry. And he's looking at me like, this bitch. And I'm like, fuck. I can't just blend in with the crowd. Like, there's a chance I'm gonna see this guy. He got a good look at me. I'm like, there's a chance he's gonna see me on campus. I wear these heart sunglasses. I have one in like every color. They're kind of my signature. I've been wearing them for like 3 years straight. And so like, someone's gonna remember if chick with heart sunglasses almost hit me in a crosswalk, but not really, just I was dramatic about it. So I did the most like unheard of thing and like found the guy on campus and like confronted him and was like, I'm sorry I almost hit you with my car. And he was just like, oh my god, like, I bet you he didn't expect to ever see me again. Turns out our kids are in the same class, because, you know, that kind of thing would happen to me. I was just like, you're gonna see me around school. I'm gonna be, you know, standing next to you all year waiting for our kids to get out of class. I might as well just put it out in the open that, you know, I had a moment of you were in my blind spot and I scared you with my car, even though I wasn't going fast and wasn't really gonna hit you, but you acted like I was. I mean, we just need to put this all out there and we need to deal with it. This is a skeleton in our closets that we need to be done with. And he was just like, okay, it's no big deal, I don't care. And I was like, all right, cool. And I'm sorry I'm sufficiently awkward. And he was like, yeah, subtlety is not actually my thing. I don't know if you've noticed. There's nothing about me that anyone would ever define as subtle. Not apologizing for it, just stating it, being real about it. Hold on, let me drink some water. I promise this is not an ad for Starbucks, although I did work there for 2 years. 2 years. Wow. Time is a son of a bitch. Oh, so today I'm picking up my kids from school. I'm waiting outside of my son's first grade classroom, and there are like no benches that are in the shade or anywhere to sit or anything to lean against. It's literally just like this awning and then a couple pillars and then blazing heat. It's poorly designed. Hashtag mom opinion. So I'm leaning up against this pole, and I'm drinking this V8 energy whatever, and I'm like sipping it and it's almost done, and I'm literally thinking in my head, I've got the pole. I've got something to lean on. Do I want to throw this away now and risk my pole getting taken? Or do I just hold on to this uncomfortably and awkwardly and sip it while it's empty because I don't want to lose my pole? And I was like, oh no, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not territorial. So I decide I'm going to go throw away, or recycle actually, my can. The minute I walk away, this chick swoops in for my pole. And I was like, and I'm like half kidding, but like actually really serious. I was like, oh man, you took my pole. And she's on the phone with somebody, and I think it's a serious conversation. And she's like, and she walks away, and then I'm like, what have I become? So then I'm like yelling at her, I'm sorry, you can have the pole. And she's like, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, you can have the pole. And I just can't shut up about it. And by this time, all the dads and other parents are just like looking at me, like losing my cool over this whole scenario. And the chick gets off the phone and she just like walks up to me and she was like, what were you saying? And I was like, you can have the pole. If you want the pole, like, you can have it. This is what I'm talking about when I say I'm an awkward human being. I'm pretty sure people like pack popcorn in their pockets and then they're like, I'm gonna come and check this chick out because every day it's something new. Oh, and I missed a PTC meeting yesterday, a board meeting. The first time ever, it just literally like out of my head, and I was like, crap. I got a text like 45 minutes into their meeting with notice that they were like, are you coming? And I was like, no, cause I forgot. True story, I actually filmed another video and was gonna upload that one, but I started ugly crying in it and I decided it's too soon for that. But here's the gist of the situation. A friendship in my life has dissipated and I've been grieving the loss of this person in my life. It was a short-lived but impactful relationship, and I went on to say that I love people almost to a fault, and when any relationship crumbles or naturally dissolves or whatever it is, in this case the guy just like me, and it was kind of out of left field, but I guess he had his reasons. I can't be responsible for how other people feel. And I have to realize that I can't carry the weight of everyone else's lives or emotions on my shoulders anymore. And I most certainly can't seek my identity in people anymore. I'm talking all people. I have this tendency, I talked to my therapist about it recently. I have this tendency to get addicted to the way I feel around people. any kind of people. If there's anybody, like even on the street or like in a grocery store, that I for some reason connect with, usually it's first by spirit and then it's like mentally, I will get like a high from that feeling of meeting somebody cool that I can connect with, and to be known and understood by somebody, and to be able to like feed off each other's same energy. And it's just a really powerful like high that I get from this kind of interaction. And when it goes away, I literally have withdrawals, and I really hurt. Like the longer I have that connection with somebody and then it dissolves, it literally tears like holes in my spirit, and it takes a long time to grieve and heal. And I'm trying to learn not to really attach myself to others in that way. It's not fair to them, it's not fair to me, and that's part of the journey that I'm going on right now. Spiritually, mentally, just everything. This is the path that I'm on right now, and yeah. I think that's all I want to talk about. Peace.
Aaron does stuff.
I'm sorry.